What's up, everybody? Reshoot of my previous review of this very cool Meyerco Wharning fixed blade. It seems that this knife has been discontinued. This is a Meyerco Wharning fixed blade designed by Dirk Pinkerton. There's his logo. Very nice knife. Meyerco also makes this one as a folder. I think it's assisted. Blade shape is basically the same, but the handle seems to be different, and I just don't care for the folder. And I think that one is still in production, or it's still on some platforms like eBay to buy. So got a scale here. Got some other fixed blades for comparison, and I got some folding knives. Also have a ruler. So to give you some specs first, the sheath is from it's on the largest point about 10.5 centimeters or 4 inches. So from here to here, it's about 4 inches. The blade length is a little bit over 2.75 inches, 2 3/4, and the cutting edge, you can see there is a small unsharpened part. That one is just about 3 millimeters long. So the cutting edge itself is about 6.5 centimeters or 2 7/8 of an inch. And the handle is 3 1/4 inches long. So overall length is just a tad over 6 inches. Very good ergos on this one. The spine is not rounded off. It's very flat, so of course it's rounded a little bit. Let me get rid of my gum. So it's not really sharp, but it gives your finger still without jimping great dexterity up top. You could put some grip tape on there. I just chose not to, and I don't know how it would be with the blade and the sheath. If it would stuck or rub or something. I don't know that. Haven't tried it. Handle is pinned construction, and it's layered micarta. It's very nice. It's flat and very smooth, but you don't need such a textured handle with this knife. Have a big finger choil here, and I have large hands, so you can see 2.5 fingers I still have in there, but I mostly use this knife in a fist grip, so this half finger down there just feels very natural. So this wedge shape seems to some people quite intimidating, but well, that's a risk you have to take. And let me show you my carry method. This is what some people might call a tactical belt, nylon. It's 4 centimeters broad or 1.5 inches, and the sheath has a clip. It also has 2 holes for neck carry if you would opt that way, and the clip you can take off with those 2 screws, and has some things there. I don't know how to call those, but they keep the clip in place. Very solid, no wiggle at all. Also, the sheath retention is very good. So quite a bit of a thumb ramp up top, so I don't have to really thrust, no, not thrust, the exact opposite of thrust, so really pull it out with a lot of force. It goes out smoothly, but you feel the resistance. The click is not super loud, and this seems to be real Kydex and not some other plastic. Hey, it's molded, and it's really a good sheath. I am not scared that I would lose that or anything. You could really, with no problems, hang that from your neck. So this is my carry method, and the clip is quite tight, but this is not a knife that you just take off all the time. I mean, the sheath. So this is how I carry it. Mostly on my 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, depends what kind of pants I'm wearing. And this one, as you could see, fits just perfectly for that 1.5 inch belt. Just fits perfectly. It's really cool, that carry method, and it's not a large knife, so it's on your belt like that, so nothing, absolutely nothing is sticking out under your shirt, unless of course you tuck in your shirt, but I don't normally do that. So let's check the weight. First, just the sheath. I will just do it in grams now for the sake of shortening this video. 35 grams, and the knife is exactly 100 grams. So you can convert that, and with the sheath, of course, 135 grams. Now, in comparison to the new for 2013 cold steel spike, this is the Tanto one. Sheath weighs 21 grams, and the blade weighs 63 grams. So overall, it's an 85 gram heavy package. It's lighter than this one, and the weight, so 100 grams for this. It's full tang, obviously, probably not milled out, and the micarta is not super thin on there, which is great. Gives you great ergos, and it's still not very thick. So how thick is it? 1 centimeter, or less than half an inch. So not super thick, but quite some substance, and it feels really good in hand. But from my neck, I wouldn't want to have this one dangle around my neck for longer than a couple of hours. So this one I carry on my neck because it's quite lighter. This one I carry on my belt. And size comparison, of course, always have to do that. The cold steel spike is quite long. It has a 4-inch blade and a 4-inch handle, and yeah, just to give you some comparison. And this is of course a one-cliff design, duh. And this one is a tanto, but this one is just a straight, has no belly whatsoever, and the point of course is sharpened as well. American tanto, or tanto. So a lot of sharp stuff on the table. Have to be careful now. Another really great fixed blade for EDC is this one. This is a Benchmark backpacker. This one is still in production. I recommend this to you. This is a fantastic knife. Also has micarta handles, pin construction also. You can see those pins, I think. Those are micarta pins, that's why they are hard to see. Also a hollow grind, but you can remove the secondary bevel, which was quite thick in the beginning, so it has a lot better cutting ability now. And this one had a clip as well for belt carry, but I pried that off because it was screwed on the bottom here, but I had to pry that off because the screws were crap. So those are very similar in size. Okay, so Benchmark backpacker, 71 grams, and the sheath is 28 grams, so overall 98 grams. So sheath and knife is lighter than this blade itself without the sheath. So this one I carry around my neck as well. This is a wonderful primary blade when I wear basketball shorts in the summer or something, when I don't have pants pockets and I can't clip a knife to my pocket because there aren't any. Have this one as a primary blade. Of course I have other stuff in my bag then, so I never leave the house with a multi-tool and flashlight and what have you. Another great fixed blade is this one. This is also a very high riding fixed blade on your belt. This one is the, what is it called? Paklite? Jesus, I think I forgot. The paklite, I think, has a recurve. Wait a minute, have a pop-up on my display. Has a recurve blade, also very similar in size. So the blade is about the same size, but the handle is a little bit more generous, so you have a really full hand grip and just a little bit on the bottom extra, a little bit extra. So this one has nylon sheath, no kydex, so you could maybe do some string through there and hang it around your neck, tip down or tip up. You could do that. Has good retention, but I just don't, because this very high riding sheath is great for concealment, really great. So sheath itself 32 grams, blade itself with wrapped paracord handle, and this one is not gutted, 72 grams. So overall 104 grams, so 4 grams heavier with the sheath than the Meyerco itself. So it's not the lightest blade. And this one is going to be the last fixed blade I'm going to show you. This is also a This is the Bucklite Max Small. This is a fantastic knife. Nylon sheath as well, and this one doesn't ride as high. So this one rides really low, and sheeple get real scared when they see this sticking out of your shirt. Whatever. Sheath itself 29 grams, blade 75 grams, so that makes, I think, 104 grams. 104 grams, so I think it was the same weight. Yeah, I will annotate it or put it in the description box or something. Okay, and a knife that every knife lover should have in his collection. Spyderco Tenacious. Size comparison. Tenacious is quite a bit larger. You can see the difference in size of the blade and the handle. And this one is clipped to my pocket, tip up, right side. So this is basically the difference of those two knives in carry mode, let's just say. Another knife everybody should have in his collection is at least one Victorinox model. This one is a large officer's knife. This is the 91mm model of the Victorinox Climber. So just to show you the blade size. So the Meyerco Wharning is just, I think, 3-4 millimeters longer, but look at the width, of course. And I don't know why, but people get scared by wide blades, not by those skinny pen blades, even though those are, and with the unsharpened part, those are exactly the same size. People aren't scared by that, but they are scared by that. And why is that? That is a question for another day. I have an 84mm model. This is the Sportsman with ecoline scales. Very nice knife. And I don't know why I put the Meyerco in the sheath all the time, but again, blade comparison. Really hope my camera doesn't screw up this video. It tends to lag. Another knife I haven't showed in a while, the Kershaw Chill. This is my second one. So that is even a little bit thinner. This is a very thin knife, by the way, and the Tenacious is, I think, 1 or 2 millimeters thicker. So Kershaw Chill, size comparison. Really hope you can see that the lighting is not optimal in here, and the overall package is, wait, oh yeah, that's one of the knives I have to carry tip down. It's like that. So last knife to compare to is a opinel number 8 oak wood handle. This one has a 8.5 centimeter long blade, or 3.5 inches. This is how you carry it, or like that. Doesn't have a clip, of course. It's very thick, very rounded handle. Great grip, of course, and show those next to each other. This one is also supposed to be in your collection, so if you don't have one, get on Amazon or whatever right now and get yourself one. Number 8. Size doesn't matter really, but the number 8 is the most common one, has is most versatile with their handle options. So this is the size comparison. So this knife people don't really tend to get scared of, even though it's quite a bit larger. It's quite a bit larger. Quite a bit larger. It's beyond me, really. So to give you just one last look, if you stuck around for 17 minutes, I thank you very much. I just think if I show a lot of knives to compare to, some people might own actually one and have an idea how the size is, because not everybody knows how a blade in hand looks like, because of just so many hand and glove sizes. So very high flat grind, has a little unsharpened swedge on the top. And this jimping or knurling on top doesn't do anything. It's not raised, so it's just for the optics, just the design feature. This is a handsome blade, very handsome. So if you see it anywhere, I think this one cost me under 30 bucks. If you see it for under 50 bucks, because this is, I think, discontinued, get it. It's worth every penny. It's HCR13 MOV steel. I forgot that. Oh god, I'm so sorry. But very good heat treat on that. I use that a ton. The vertical grind lines have no scratches or whatsoever, and I use this really a lot. Very sharp, of course. I'm sorry, we're 90 minutes in and haven't done a cut test yet. So, very sharp knife. Let's do just some tip slicing. That was bad. I think it has a burr anywhere. I don't know, haven't touched that one up after use. So, get it. I'm sorry it's 20 minutes, I'm sorry, but get this knife. Goodbye.